Hello, everyone. My name is Chelsea Whiting, and my project is called Footprint and Future, Rethinking Sustainability and Reciprocity Through the Lens of Global Education. This project looks at how international study abroad programs, like the University of Washington's Peru Eco Study Abroad trip, can balance sustainability and transformation. My goal was to understand not only the environmental footprint of these trips, like carbon emissions and waste, but also their human impact, how they shape students' values, worldviews, and future choices. Through carbon calculating pre and post-trip surveys, interviews, and observations across sites like Waiketcha Cloud Forest, Mainu National Park, and the Sacred Valley, as well as Cusco, I explored what makes these trips meaningful and how we can travel more intentionally, reflectively, and with more reciprocity, so that growth and learning don't come at the planet's expense. Intention was the first factor that came into my results after all of my observations, data input, and post-trip surveys came into play. Intention is sustainability that starts before the trip takes off. So before you get on your flight, what flights are you taking? Where are you visiting? How are you going to impact the people that you are visiting? I find that these small conscious choices, like offsetting carbon, packing sustainably, and being mindful of purchases like plastic waste, can help with my perspective beforehand, during, and still after the trip. Reflection was the second factor that is part of my conclusion. Reflection helps turn experiences into long-term behavioral change. Journaling, group discussions, and post-trip projects help deepen this process. And I experienced this in my trip and very much applaud it. My takeaway from that is that reflection bridges the gap between what we see and how we act afterwards, and it's what makes learning stick. Reciprocity is the third factor that comes into play when creating a sustainable and transformative trip. Reciprocity means giving back as much as we take. Reciprocity reframes study abroad as a partnership and not an extraction. It means valuing local knowledge and supporting host communities and using what we've learned to give back, whether through research sharing, sustainable choices, or community action back home. Transformation is most powerful when it's shared and when we channel our growth into a mutual benefit. Ultimately, my project asks, how can we travel in ways that change us without harming the places that host us? By leading with intentionality, reflection, and reciprocity, we can design study abroad programs and personal travel habits alike that are both transformative and sustainable. I thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a good day. Goodbye.